Greetings and welcome, fellow viewers. This is Toby Adolphus Mark, and well, today I'm going to be reacting to the end of The House in Fata Morgana, a Requiem for Innocence. Now you may be wondering, why the heck is Virtua Zero not here? Well, two reasons. Number one, I betrayed him. Number two, he betrayed me. That's all. So, anyway, the only reason I'm making this video is so that I have something to show on my channel. But besides that, let's dive into this. Let's dive into the epilogue of Fata Morgana. Apparently, this is supposed to be sad as hell. As if the past freaking 10 hours weren't sad enough. Anyway, let's see. Morgana. So what's on the agenda for the day? Oh god, yeah, this music just cracks me up every time. What I want to do? There isn't anything in particular. Don't give me that look. Give me 1 second. Don't give me that look, huh? I don't know what people do for recreation, right? Because unlike someone, I didn't live a life of leisure and luxury. Yes, that's right. I'm a dreadfully boring person. I imagine you've begun to regret bringing such a dull girl with you. Not in the slightest. Oh god. Morgana, if you say so. But you choose what we're doing today, alright? Huh? You want me to sing? Yes. Yes. And yes. We deserve the best, Morgana. At least I think so. I don't know if Jacopo thinks that. But hey, Jacopo is an asshole. We all know he's an asshole. And he's an asshole. I don't mind. What are you laughing about? You didn't think I would agree. Okay, fine, I won't sing. Puppy dog eyes won't change my mind either. That's that. I'm not going to sing. Alone, that is. Oh god, look at... just look at that expression. That expression is priceless. Yes, you're singing with me. Go find someone who has a lute and ask to borrow it. You didn't get a say in the matter. You did ask to borrow that, right? And got permission. None of the shenanigans you pulled at the festival. We need to remain on good terms with everyone if we're going to live here. Well, good. I'm glad you could manage that much. At some point, if we're going to do this again, you should purchase your own so you don't have to borrow one. It would certainly make things simpler, wouldn't it? Next time a merchant is in town, if they're selling a lute, I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, buy it. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. As long as it has strings capable of making music, that's adequate. And if it's out of tune, you can tune it. You can at least manage that, can't you? Oh my god, I think I'm gonna cry. It's exactly how you described it all those many years ago. Fields of wheat as far as the eye can see, swaying back and forth like waves in an ocean of gold. I'd assume that after all this time, you'd have lost your fondness for such rustic scenery. Oh god, the music isn't helping me in this regard. You preferred bustling cities, heavily guarded fortresses, and merchants peddling unusual wares. But it seems I was wrong. Thankfully. Huh. Yes, I'm quite fond of areas like this. They're pleasant and relaxing. I wonder if this really is where my father came from. I never told you this, but in my village I was revered as a saint, worshipped as the daughter of God. And to this day, a part of me still sees myself as such. You're just an ordinary girl. That's right, Morgana. Maybe so. You've said as much so many times now, I'm almost beginning to believe it. That is entirely on you. Yes. If I truly am, then I have a father somewhere. One night, I overheard my mother muttering something. At the time, I assumed it was just a dream. But if what she said was true, my father was a mere vagrant. A man whose face I never once saw, whose name I never heard. Would you like to meet him? Frankly, I'm not sure. I wouldn't know what to say, even if I did. He might not even know I exist. It didn't sound like he had any interest in staying with my mother, which does not speak particularly well of his character. If he had chosen to stay instead of abandoning her, then she wouldn't have had to lie about having a virgin birth. Maybe we could have been a normal family, and the entire course of my life could have been different. What? Why is that your first reaction? You're not going to hunt him down and give him a piece of your mind. No. Any form of violence is forbidden. No shit. After all that you've done your entire life, Jacopo. Not even if it's for my sake. Too many people have been hurt already. Which isn't to say I don't understand what you meant when you said the world would trample all over you if you didn't have the strength to fight back. As children, we were both helpless to fight back against a cruel world. But I stand by what I said, no more. I once believed you to be a weak man, but I've realized I was mistaken. I now know you have more than enough strength, enough to take the lives of countless men. Some part of me always knew. But that's all the more reason I don't want you to hurt anyone else ever again. To take any more lives. Alright. I won't. You swear it? I will have no choice but to deem you utterly irredeemable if you break that promise. Understood? What? No, that doesn't mean I think you presently have redeeming qualities. Have you lost your mind? Honestly, this is not the time for silly do you like me games. Don't tell me you're waiting for an answer. Because you're never getting one. What? Fine, if you want to know what I think so badly. No, I don't much care for you. Oh yes, so I was wondering. Other towns celebrate midsummer as well, yes. I see, so it's a fairly standard summertime tradition. Huh. If you asked me to go, I would not object. What? Yes, I'm not particularly fond of the commotion, but it's a unique experience. There were no such festivals in the village where I was born. It was so small, there was little in the way of entertainment to speak of. Perhaps I was the entertainment. A real saint appearing would indeed be cause for celebration. Life in the Lord's custody was miserable, but I'm not sure it would have been much different had I stayed. Maybe getting out was ultimately better for me. It was hardly all good times by any stretch of the imagination, but it did allow me to experience a more normal world. I did stutter there a bit, okay. Oh, there you go again. I've long since tired of hearing you go on about ambitions. Yes, I know. My definition of normal is too impoverished for you. I've heard it a dozen times now. But this is what I know. So climb down off your high horse and adjust. I'm not so accommodating a girl as to unconditionally support you in your endless endeavours to climb up and up and up. In fact, I intend to kick you back down any time you start trying. So keep yourself in check. I used to think I didn't have any right to interfere with your dreams. But now, I'll be doing everything in my power to stand in your way. Oh God. Oh my God. Keep that in mind. Then I'll just have to find a new dream. Oh God, yeah. Then you realise where the lyrics go at this point. Because in the lyrics, it's literally Jacopo asking Morgana to laugh at his foolish dreams. Bruv, excuse me? So you're going to look for a different way to be a fool then? Did you hear a single word I said? Every single one, yes. Why do I even bother? So what madness is brewing in that hollow skull of yours now? I am going to win your heart. That was even worse than I imagined. You're possibly the world's biggest fool. Oh, what is it now? You want me to call you by your name? Why would I waste my breath? Listen to how many times I'm saying your name. You're not yourself today. I wonder what she means by that, though. You're never so forward. It's not right. Perhaps you ate something mouldy. Besides, your name is just another word. It's nothing to get so worked up about. What are you? A child? Disappointed I'm not what you thought. I never said that. I'm not going to call you by your name. Understood? For heaven's sake. Let's change the subject. The way you're silently staring at me is making my skin crawl. So, the lute. I would like you to teach me how to play the lute. Why? Is there something wrong with me wanting to know how to play? I suppose it is unusual, perhaps. I never had a chance to learn much of anything, though. I know little of how people normally entertain themselves. So I want you to catch me up on what I missed. And don't get upset if I'm a slow study. You do have an impossibly short fuse, after all. Something else, let's see. You know how to fish, don't you? You would go to the river sometimes, as I recall. We still don't know much about this area. Perhaps there are rivers or lakes nearby. Oh my... I wish... Oh... Okay. So... Teach me how to do that too. Alright? Come on, don't just stare at me. And do you know any words other than okay? Good heavens. Will you say my name? You don't know when to give up, do you? Is it that important to you? I don't want you to forget. Ah. I don't want you to forget me again. I don't want you to forget what I look like. The sound of my voice. Or how I feel about you. I don't want you to forget what we talked about. What kind of man I was. All the time we shared together. Please. Don't forget me. Why would you ask me that now? Right as I was. If I had remembered, would anything have been any different? Could we have not ended up so far down the wrong path? Okay. I'm not gonna try to tear up now, okay? Not gonna try to tear up now. Not gonna tear up. Not gonna tear up. Not gonna tear up. Not gonna tear up. Bruv. Bruv. If I had gone and found you, would that have stopped you from becoming what you did? No, forget it. It's not worth thinking about. Can I hold your hand? Pardon? You don't need to ask for permission for every little thing. You've always been like that, always asked permission or had me initiate any kind of physical contact. Except when you would put that ointment on my face, that is. Ah. Even that morning when you carried me home, you wouldn't just pick me up, you made me climb onto your back. Oh my god. Oh god, yeah, it was a... That was the first scene where this song plays as well. Oh god. Because I promised I wouldn't touch you without permission. You actually kept that ancient promise for all those years. Is there no end to your stupidity? I swear. Someone needs to come up with a new word to describe you. Do as you please. Look at you, a grown man shaking like a fawn. Sometimes I can't tell if you have a heart of stone or of glass. Though I suppose I'm not terribly different in that regard. Unable to even speak my heart, unless there's no one else around. Unable to face you, except through this childish fantasy. Not even able to show any vulnerability. You once said, who knows how many years ago, that being this close has the effect of making us more open. Well, I despise you. I despise you more than anything in this vast world. You showed me happiness, and then you showed me the depths of absolute despair. I have no idea what to do with you, so I didn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. What other choice did I have? Yet here you are, still lingering. After I released your soul, you went and put on a new set of shackles. What was even the point? Tell me, how many times have you tried to grasp at this illusion? How many times have you punished yourself? I suppose, if you want to think I'm just part of your illusion, I won't stop you. This whole realm is an impossibly idealistic fantasy. That's fine. It makes it easier for me to say this. I do regret some of what I did, that I misdirected my anger. Oh yes, I still revile you, of course. But even more so, I'm heartbroken. How did it all end up like that? So far gone. So irreversibly off the path. It was my words that ultimately pushed you over the edge, wasn't it? I want to make amends. I don't need your atonement. I told you already. It's all done. No curses, no forgiveness. Nothing more between us ever again. Why then? Why am I here, talking to you? It's foolish. We're hopeless fools, the both of us. But it's not my fault. This realm is overflowing with so much warmth. I can't hold back everything I've kept locked away all those centuries. Right. But in the end, I just feel wretched. About it all. I would have rather never remembered. Pardon me, by the way. We spent our lives trying so hard to suppress those memories. So much stutter, I apologize for that. Fighting against our pasts, just as we're doing now. Alright, that's quite enough. Would you please let go of me now? Hello? I said let go. Let go of my hand. I love you. And I hate you. I'll never feel anything but hatred for you. There's nothing left in my heart but that. This is simply me showing pity for a pathetic lost soul. I was never able to let go of you. Maybe you should have said so back then. Though I suppose you couldn't have. Had someone else to lead my way. All you could do was sit back and watch me go. You were never one who could cry in front of others, or hold on to someone for support. You had to rely on this sad fantasy to bring yourself to hold my hand. There truly is no hope for you. So what now? Are you going to stay here, all alone for the rest of eternity? Many, many ages ago, when I was still a child, I looked up to you. I might have even had some fondness for you. What? Perhaps so. Perhaps it would have been better if we had done this sooner. I want you to forget everything I've said. This is a realm where nothing bad ever happens, right? So I'd like to indulge in this childish dream for a little while longer. What can I say so far? Just like going through this monologue it's it's a tearjerker in and of itself. But anyway, let's continue. Have you finally calmed down? Act smug all you want. I saw everything. It's that expression again of Morgana's. It's that expression. I'm gonna lie. This is. I think this is like the best expression Morgana has because you know, Morgana, best girl in the entire game. Don't touch her. Don't do anything to her. Don't lay a finger on her. Just don't do anything to her. Best girl. And of course, this is why we say, screw you, Jacopo. Anyway. Man, I don't even want to go any further. Because, yeah, this is an illusion. Yeah, let's go on anyway. I know good and well just how sad a man you truly are. Someone's waving to us in the distance. Oh God. I'm still not particularly good with strangers. But the people in this land are also kind. And you'll be holding my hand, won't you? Of course, let's go. Yes. Let us be off, Jacopo. Oh God! This is so fucking beautiful. Oh my God. Okay, you guys okay, give me a bit of a break. I need to. I mean, no matter how many times I see this scene, I mean, I've seen it before, of course, because Twitter and the internet, of course. But man, it just, the impact is like 10 times more here. Rather than showing you the world, one day, someday, I'd like to bring you somewhere where your body and spirit can rest easy. Not as atonement for my sins, but because I want to see it too. Oh God. Sorry, no, that was not me. Oh God. Oh my God. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Even if you told me the entire script of this epilogue 1,000 times, I would still never be ready for it. Anyway, that's the end of the house in Fata Morgana. Next stop, and hopefully with an happily ever after. And happily ever after. I don't even know how to English anymore. Okay. Hopefully with a happily ever after reincarnation. No one gets hurt. Everyone just lives. Thank you. And ride in peace.